For a rhombus, which of the following is not always true? I don't know what else to tell you other than you're given notes. This was literally word for word out of your foldable. So as long as you had your foldable, this should have been an easy answer. Are you doing your test? Oh no, you have to do that outside. Take the desk, bring it outside. All right. This is word for word outside of on your foldable. So which of the following is not always true for a rhombus? Well, rhombuses are always parallelograms, so that's always true. The diagonals are always perpendicular. No, that's only true for a rhombus and a square. Each diagonal bisect a pair of opposite angles. That's always true. That's straight out of your notes. This could be the only answer. And it makes sense. If you draw a if you draw a rhombus, this diagonal here is larger than this diagonal there. This is this big. This one's smaller. Those are not the same. One. No talking. Oh, that's terrible. You probably set stuff equal to each other. Nope. No talking. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of a quadrilateral. The sum of the measures of the interior angle. So that's going to be this equation, n minus 2 times 180. Quadrilateral is 4. So 4 minus 2 times 180, which is 2 times 180, which is 360. If each exterior angle of a regular polygon measures 30 degrees, what is the total number of sides? The formula for this is going to be 360 divided by n is equal to the degrees of each exterior angle. It's a straight formula question, except for instead of solving n, we're solving for n instead of trying to solve for each interior angle. We know they're 30. Okay. What you do is you multiply both sides by n. This cancels out, and you get 360 is equal to 30 times n. Divide both sides by 30. This cancels out, and you get 12 is equal to n. So there's going to be 12 sides. What is the measure of an interior angle of an octagon? Of each interior angle of an octagon. That formula is n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. 8 minus 2 times 180 divided by 8. 6 times 180 divided by 8. Diego, get off your phone and pay attention to me. Don't you need to do your retest? Yeah, so you need to be paying attention. So I'm going to first divide it here because I don't have a calculator, so I'm doing this without a calculator. This is 3 times 180 over 4. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to see if this is a multiple. It might be. See, it's 80. No, it's not going to be a multiple. But we know this can be divided by 2 again. So that's 3 times 90 divided by 2. So that's going to be so 3 times 90 is 270 divided by 2, 135. Okay, find the missing angle. Find the missing angle. Try to find this missing angle right here. Okay, we need to find the sum of interior angles for all of these. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So this is going to be the sum of interior angles is n minus 2 times 180. 6 minus 2 times 180. That's 4 times 180. That is going to be 720. So we know all of these have to add up to be 1, 2, this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this. All 6 of those have to add up to be this many degrees. So let's sum these all together. We're going to have 175. We're going to have 100. We're going to have 130. We're going to have 105. We're going to have 110. 5 plus 5 is 10. 8, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 620. So we know 720 is equal to 620 plus x. Minus 620 minus 620, 100 is equal to x. So that's going to be 100 degrees. ACD is a parallelogram. Use the properties of parallelograms to solve it. Almost every single time when you have these type of problems, they're going to be equal to each other. BE is equal to x plus 8. ED is equal to 5x. This is equal to this. The diagonals bisect each other. That means this is equal to this one. 5x is equal to x plus 8. 4x is equal to 8. X is equal to 2. We need to figure out what BD is. So we need to plug it in. 2 plus 8 and 5 times 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. AE is right here, and that's 3y minus 7 is equal to 2. And then there's 2y for EC. Spoilers, just like the other problem, this is actually the exact same problem. Those two are equal to each other. 3y minus 7 is equal to 2y. Minus 3y on both sides, and we get negative 7 is equal to negative y. So y is equal to 7. Now we just plug, and now we're looking for A to C. 3 times 7 minus 7, and 2 times 7. That's going to be 24 minus 7, which is 14. 2 times 7 is 14. We're trying to find all of this, so 14 plus 14 is going to be 28. Find the values of A and B that would make the equation a parallelogram. The consecutive angles are, consecutive angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Opposite angles are congruent. Supplementary means they add up to be 180 degrees. So this small angle plus this large angle add up to be 180 degrees. There's your equation right there. This plus this equals 180. 2a minus 8 plus 8 minus 12. 8x minus 12 is equal to 180. Combine like terms, 2a, well, it's supposed to be a. 2a plus 8a is 10a minus 20 is equal to 180. 10a is equal to 200. A is equal to 20. Now we know these two are the same. So we know 4b is equal to 8a minus 12. We can actually solve this now because you know a is equal to 20. 4b is equal to 20. 2 times 8 is 16, so add a 0. (160a minus 12). Now we're going to, that doesn't seem right. A is 20. Okay, that's right. What? Hold up. That's 20. It's 180. It's 10A. That's 20. So 36. Oh, oops, there's no A. I'm sorry. That was our problem. I plugged in A already. So 160 minus 12, so we have 4b is equal to 148. So we need to divide both sides by 148. Or sorry, by 4. That's 3. So that's 12. 2, so that is going to be 7. This is 37. For a parallelogram, which of the following is always true? Diagonals are diagonals congruent? For a parallelogram, nope, that's only true for squares and rectangles. Consecutive angles and adjacent angles are supplementary. Not consecutive, yeah, that's true. Diagonals are perpendicular, that's not, oh, yeah. This is the answer. B has to be the answer. That's only true, this one here, C, is only true for rectangular and squares, and D, all angles are 90 degrees, is only true for squares and rectangles. This one, this is a rhombus. We all, the sides of in a rhombus, all sides are congruent. BC is 14 minus x. CD is x plus 2. Those two are equal to each other. This is equal to this. 14 minus x is equal to 3x plus 2. Because those two sides are the same. 14 is equal to 4x plus 2. 12 is equal to 4x. X is equal to 3. For a rectangle, we have AQ, which is right here. RA is 8x minus 4. Spoilers, those are equal to each other. Rectangles, all of these are the same. 5x plus 14 is equal to 8x minus 4. 14 is equal to 3x minus 4. 18 is equal to 3x. X is equal to 6. PR. We need to figure out what PR is. Well, if we can figure out what this is, we know all these are the same. So we have 8 times 6 minus 14. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 6, 48. Okay, 48 minus 14, which gives us 34. So if we know this is 34, this is also 34. They should all be 34. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 4. So that's 44. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay, so that's going to be 48 minus 4, not 14, which is going to be 44. So this is also 44 over here, so this is going to be 88. The reason why I knew that was wrong is because I had 5 times 6 plus 14, which is 44, and we were saying this was 34, so I knew something was wrong there. All right, in a square, the diagonals are perpendicular. That means they intersect at 90 degrees, which means this angle that it's suspiciously asking for is 90 degrees. 8x plus 10 is equal to 90. 8x is equal to 80. X is equal to 10. In a square, this is a square. We know this is AB is 22. If we know AB is 22, we know AD is 22. This is 22. This is 22. Hey, look, we already have our first answer. Okay. And we know this side here is formed from this right triangle right here. So I'm looking at this here. So we can use Pythagorean's theorem. 22 squared plus 22 squared is equal to c squared. That's what we're looking for. What's 22 squared? I have no idea. So I'm going to do 22 times 22. Well, I know it's about 400. 484 plus 484 is equal to c squared. Add these two together. We're going to get 8, 6, 9? 968, yeah. Said it backwards. 0 c squared, take the square root of both sides, and you should get around 31.